Hey guys, Leos, this video is specifically for you guys. We're going to go over the year 2026 for you, Leos. My name is Malika Semper from Malika Semper Astrology, and let's get into it. So, the beginning of 2026 can feel a little bit too serious for you guys, Leo. Everything is in Earth, everything is in Capricorn mostly. Meh. I mean, you can work with this energy, but it's a little bit too serious. It can feel a little bit too dry for you guys. You like a little bit more drama than Capricorn can offer, right? Five planets in Capricorn is quite a bit. Now, something to watch for this year too. You guys actually have an eclipse happening in your sign in August, so that's a really big deal, and we'll get to that as we move through the year. Okay. So the year starts out a little too serious for you guys in Capricorn. You know, it's a lot of earth. It's a lot of like get to work, do the thing that feels like effortful and feels like you are putting in a lot of productivity and you're a little bit more creative than that. You need to be able to sort of move in the direction that your creativity offers, not in the direction that hard work offers. Okay. And then mid-January, everything starts to oppose you guys, Leo. Everything moves into Aquarius. The sun moves into Aquarius, Mercury, Venus, Mars. You and Aquarius, you guys are opposing signs. Aquarius has a lot to teach you guys, Leo, a lot to teach you guys. And so if you could be open-minded, open-hearted, and able to go with this sort of Aquarian boost of energy coming in, it is air, and air does fuel your fire. So you guys have that going for you. But just be open-minded to what Aquarius has to offer mid-January on. Then finally, we move into February, where you are the star of the show, our little Leos. We have a full moon at 13 degrees of Leo on February 1st. Now, this one is, going to hit you right on the head. It's going to be right on top of you, especially those Leos born between August 4th and August 8th. I want you guys to pay special attention to this. It's a full moon in Leo. The whole entire sky lights up on February 1st under Leo energy. This is a big, bright, brilliant source of tapping into Leo nature. You know, this can be a very creative time for you guys, Leo, in February. It's a time where you are meant to shine your light, to be seen. There's like big things that can come to harvest in February for you guys. Things that you've been growing, seeds that you had planted previously, intentions that you had set previously can sort of come up and be culminated in February. Okay, so pay attention to that full moon, February 1st. Come mid-February, you guys are receiving a lot of support from Saturn. So the planet Saturn moves into Aries, which is your, sister fire sign, Aries. And when Saturn moves into Aries, it's giving you guys a real solid, it's giving you guys solidity because Aries trines you guys for the whole entire rest of the year. So, Leo, you can find grounding, you can find stability, you can find discipline. Um, you have this sort of follow through power. You know, it just provides a lot of security and this work ethic that works for you guys. So, yay for Saturn moving into Aries because Saturn is supporting you guys then for the rest of the year, right? Solidity, follow through, structure, a format for you guys to explore your creativity on. Okay. It's really good news for you guys. And then in March, March 6th, the planet of love and relationship moves into Aries. And this is really good for you guys and your relationships because Aries is your friend. It's that fellow arrow sign. And it just gives you guys like a little tickle in your love life, the planet of relationship trining you guys in March. I would expect your love life and your relationships to just be in a smooth flow in March. Okay. Things are working for you guys because you're being supported by the planet of relationship. Then we have a bunch of other planets moving into Aries, and this is good for you guys, Leo, right? Aries loves to support you guys. So April 9th. and 14th, we have the planet of movement, Mars, and the planet of communication, Mercury, entering Aries as well. And this is going to feel really good for you guys mid-April, Leo, because it gives you guys a mental boost. So a lot of mental energy, creativity, ideas flow, your ability to communicate is really on point in April. And the planet of physicality, Mars, is also moving into Aries, which again, Aries supports you guys. And so this is like you guys are physically on the go. Anything, anywhere where you put your physical energy into, any goals you're trying to achieve, anything you're trying to go after, anything you're trying to start or initiate is going to work for you guys. Okay, in April, because you have that Mars and Aries supporting you, right? And it also makes you guys, Leos, very charismatic when Mars is trining you, very charismatic, very sexy. There's you guys are a bit magnetizing, right? So you can really magnetize to you in April what it is that you want to manifest and what it is that you want to sort of achieve. Okay, so April's a really good month for that. Also in April, more support for you guys. April's a great month for you guys. We have a new moon in Aries and 6 planets in Aries. That's an insane amount of planets in Aries, but this is giving you guys a life in April. You just feel this pep in your step. You're feeling yourself. Other people are feeling you. You just look good under this Aries sky. So April, especially April 2026, is your time to shine, Aries. Go after what you want. Okay. And watch just as you guys are able to achieve this. Then we get into May, and this is where things get a little bit challenging in May. So there is a full moon on the very 1st of May coming in Scorpio. Leo, you and Scorpio, you got some figuring out to do. You guys square each other, right? So Scorpio energy comes in and squares our darling lions. And this full moon in Scorpio May 1st can sort of ruffle your feathers a little bit. It can feel a little bit pokey, a little bit clunky. You know, Leo, you guys are meant to be in the sunlight. You're ruled by the sun. You're here to shine and have the spotlight on you, be in the sun, frolic and play and be creative, right? Scorpio energy is in the dark. Scorpio loves the dark, pulling the wisdom from the dark, the rich, the mystery, the depth. And so these are very different energies. So the whole sky is being lit up with Scorpio energy on May 1st. So it can feel a little bit uncomfortable for you guys, Leo. And part of the work in this May 1st is finding the gifts of Scorpio and what Scorpio is here to teach you. Then mid-May, Leos, it doesn't get much easier. We have a new moon in Taurus, okay? Again, Taurus squares you guys, Leo. And so there is a little bit of irritability that comes in mid-May with that new moon in Taurus. You know, again, the lion is here to purr in the sunshine and to play and to be creative and to go after what it wants, to receive a lot of attention. Taurus energy doesn't necessarily love a lot of attention. Taurus loves to be behind the scenes, loves to stay home. Taurus energy is slow moving, very slow moving. And so this can be an irritant for you guys, Leo. So new moon in Taurus. This can be especially challenging for Leos born between August 16th and August 20th. So take note of that. Backing up a little bit, that full moon in Scorpio on May 1st, especially challenging for Leos born between August 1st and August 6th. Okay. Then May 18th, just a couple days later, we have the planet of energy, Mars, also joining Taurus. This feels so your energy levels can be a little bit low in May, Leo. And this desire to spring forward and jump onto what it is that you want and desire, it can be a little bit slow going in May. There can be a little bit of a setback, a pulling back, a delay, sort of this feeling of like you are trying to run through water, okay? Because Mars, the planet of movement in Taurus, loves a really slow pace, a really slow and steady, yes, but very slow, very methodical. And that is just not your style, Leo. So, you know, in May, it might feel a little bit like a pause for you guys to reassess, to come back to the drawing board, to think about the plan and how to go about it, but not necessarily act on the plan in May. Okay. Then finally, the very last day of May, we have a beautiful full moon in Sagittarius. And this brings your groove back, Leo. Now you are shaking out your mane, you're strutting your stuff, right? In this very supportive full moon Sagittarius, and you have a love affair. You guys have a love story going on. And when the whole world lights up with Sagittarius energy, you can certainly vibe with this, Leo. It's playful energy, it is creative energy, it's bright energy. It really is your fellow fire sign coming in to support you. So finally, the last day of May, May 31st, you guys find some relief and you feel your fire and your passion and the theatrics and the drama of it all come back, and we have happy little lions. Then June, mid-June. This is beautiful for your love life. So Venus enters Leo June 13th. Um, and this is like, this is finally your love life, like getting back online and working out for you guys. I mean, when Venus is in Leo, everything turns passionate, everything turns romantic, like really big, grand gestures of love. People worship you, people adore you, people notice you when you walk into a room in June. So June is like an uplift in relationship for you guys, okay? Things are smoother in partnerships and relationships, and you're just feeling like the love and the romance of it all. And they're just, you guys are ready for the love that is being showered upon you guys. Okay. In June. June's a great month for that. And then finally, we have Mars, that planet of physical energy that was really slow going and sort of put you guys on pause in May. We have it moving into Gemini, the end of June, June 28th. And finally, now, you guys have sort of been pausing and sitting still. Now you can take action again. Gemini supports you guys, Leo. Gemini is air, and it sort of fans the flames of fire that you guys love, right? And Mars is also sexual energy. It's not just physical energy. So, Leo, come June into July, it's almost like you guys have your sexual groove back too. This very magnetizing, charismatic, sexy, alluring energy is back for you guys. And you can finally take action again as well in your desires and your wants and your goals. Okay. We just had to pause a little bit in May and the first part of June. Here is great news. Are you guys ready? The planet Jupiter, which is everyone's favorite planet because Jupiter just comes along and blesses you. The sky is the limit, it's abundance at your fingertips. Jupiter moves into Leo. All Leos are going to be blessed by Jupiter. Now, this is happening close to the last day, June 29th. Okay. June 29th for the whole entire rest of the year. All Leos, no matter what your birthday is, are going to feel this. Jupiter is visiting your sign, and you guys are the luckiest sign in the zodiac for the rest of the year. Okay. So midsummer till the end of the year, I want you guys to dream your biggest dreams. To really focus in on Jupiter and ask for what you want to call into your life. Okay. Preferably you guys do this the beginning of June, sometime, before he officially moves into Leo, because he is just waiting in the wings, Jupiter is, with this silver platter of gifts for you. You don't have to work with Jupiter. He puts things in your lap. He puts things in your path that are going to be beneficial and abundant to you. And he's just needing to know what it is that you want to call in for yourself. So before he moves into Leo, June 29th, I want you guys to write a letter to Jupiter, incorporate him into your meditations, your prayers, whatever it is. Talk to Jupiter and tell him exactly what you want to call into your life and what you want to create for the rest of the year. He is just waiting for that wish list. And then, Leo, watch as those dreams start to come true. Watch as there are like opportunities, open doorways. You're in the right place at the right time. You run into the exact person that is going to further your story, open up a new chapter for you. It's just a really abundant, lucky time for you guys, okay? Really great news. And then the planet Mercury of communication moves into Leo August 9th. And now you guys are the smarty pants of the zodiac. It just creates a brilliance for you guys and a really open mind for our sweet little lion. Creativity flows, ideas flow, mental connection is there, intellectual stimulation is back. And you guys just have the smarts. What you say lands, communications are on point. People understand what you're trying to say. Okay. And so communication is brilliant for you guys in August. Okay, here we go. We have an eclipse coming in under your name, August 12th. It is a new moon eclipse at 20 degrees of Leo. You guys are the star of the show once again. Now, with eclipses, everything speeds up. It's like you have your foot on the gas pedal. Eclipses make things happen quickly and suddenly, all in the name of Leo in August, and all in the name of growing you, of leveling you up, of getting rid of the old and bringing in something new that is going to grow you and level you up very quickly. There is no sort of like consideration around timing. There's no consideration around like going slowly and letting you ponder it for a while. Eclipses speed things up, they accelerate things very quickly. So, eclipse at 20 degrees of Leo. Okay, under your name. And this is really going to affect Leos born between August 10th and August 16th the most. This eclipse is right on your head. Although all Leos will be feeling this, August 10th through the 16th, if your birthday is then, you're going to be feeling it the most, okay? So really open up your heart, your mind, your soul for elevation and evolution under this eclipse in August, August 12th to be exact. Now, September 10th. The month of September, there could be some things coming up in relationship or partnership for you guys. So Venus, the planet of love, moves into Scorpio. And if you remember, I had said earlier, you and Scorpio, you're a little clunky together. You need to figure out how to move together, how to get along, right? And so when the planet of relationship is emanating Scorpio energy, this creates a little bit of tension for you guys, Leo, in your love life. Okay, for all of September. So just go slow, be extra mindful of your partner and partnerships. Um, it does create a depth and an intensity that Leo can roll with, but it's also very emotional. It's also in the dark. It's also closed in and in the privacy of, your own home and just between the couple. And Leo, you're brighter than that. You want people to see your partnership, see who you're with. You sort of brag about who's on your arm. And that Venus in Scorpio is much quieter, much darker than that. So a little bit challenging for relationships for you guys in September. September 26th, we have a full moon in Aries. Remember, Aries is your friend. And this invigorates you guys again, Leo. Your light comes back. It makes you feel very alive under the sky, the end of September, because Aries trines Leo. And so Aries is very supportive for you. You guys feel the passion, you feel the upbeat in energy again. This is a really good sky for you guys to be under end of September, okay? You're feeling your fire, your passion, you have your groove back. And then the very next day, Mars, the planet Mars, sexual energy, forward movement, initiation, moves into your sign. And you guys just have this like roar of approval that echoes through the land. Mars is energy. And so you guys are going to find anything you set your sights on, your desires on, anything you want, anything that feels desirous to you. It's a time to jump in and go after it. The end of September. It's going to, this energy is going to be here all the way through October as well. So the end of September into October is a really great time to go after what it is that you want. You are also feeling extra sexy. People are more magnetized and drawn to you during this time. Okay, so it's a really beautiful time to initiate, to start something new, to take the risk. You just have a lot of bravery and courage backing you up. Okay. Towards the end of October, so October 25th, you guys might be a little bit grumpy this Halloween. There is a full moon in Taurus, so the whole sky lights up with Taurus energy. And immediately you guys become irritable because Taurus moves a little too slowly for you. Okay. So this is going to affect mostly those Leos born between July 23rd and July 27th. You know, full moon in Taurus. Taurus has a lot to teach you guys, Leo. And if you could just slow down, stop rolling your eyes, and be patient enough to listen to Taurus, you might learn something from them. Okay. So it's a big Taurus energy come October, and you guys just have to remember that there's something for you guys to learn instead of just being irritable around that time. Now, November, we move into November, November 8th, there is a new moon in Scorpio. Remember, Scorpio energy is a little bit difficult for you guys as well, Leo. And this new moon in Scorpio, right? The sky is dark. There's the tiniest sliver of a moon in the sky, and it's in Scorpio, which isn't, the most comfortable sign for you guys. And so there can be this feeling in November, early November, of wanting to retreat inward and dim your light a little bit, just a tad during this square. That's not your natural nature. Okay. So it can feel a little bit too quiet, too private, too personal. And I want you to go with it. I want you to listen to what Scorpio has to teach you. There's something to be learned about the shadows and the depths and the dark. Yes, you're meant to be in the light and the star of the show and center stage, but go in that direction for just a little bit, November 8th, that day, and see what you have to learn there. This can be especially challenging for Leos born between August 6th and August 12th. Put that on your calendar. Then in December, love life can get a little bit tricky. December 4th, that planet of love also moves into Scorpio, and it could just have you, Leo, feeling tension within your relationships. Okay. People want to go very, very deep. They can become possessive and jealous, and they could become obsessive, right? All of those things. And you're a little bit more of a lighter sign. And so, yeah, relationships get really personal. They can be stingy, they can be pokey, they can be vengeful. And you just got to go with the flow in December. It can be challenging for you guys within relationships. However, December 8th, there is this beautiful full moon in Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius, your fire brothers and sisters light up the whole entire sky. So, you are loving this full moon energy on December 8th. You know, you can like dance and prance and just feel your fiery energy come back and the supportive archetype of Sagittarius for you. Okay. So, even though relationships could be a little bit hard in December for you guys, Leo, that full moon in Sagittarius in early December does give you a lift and a boost and just feeling the lightness of being, under this full moon in Sagittarius. Okay. So that is your year 2026 for you guys, Leo. Thanks for watching. I hope this is helpful and have a beautiful 2026.